And so, and there are many, Huey Long, I think, had...
Well, also jail is the greatest accreditor of what a serious person you are. I mean, when you think about the people who have spent time in jail, like Nelson Mandela, and well, you know what I mean, and Menachem Begin, and no, really, I mean, like if you spend time in jail for your cause,
which I have done,
which you have done, what besides the tent with Roger F?
No, I was in jail for the summer of 2001. I was in
2001.
In 2001, I was in maximum security prison in a
For
federal.
What? What'd you do?
Max in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
You
but
were
it was
in jail
a U.S. federal prison in Puerto Rico.
Was it better or worse than the Ailes thing? Why? What'd you do?
I was suing the Navy for bombing the island of Vieques, which had caused all kind of environmental problems and human health problems.
Yes.
And I got a crooked judge who, the Federal Court of Appeals gave me the injunction, declared he had to give me the injunction, and he would not enjoy the bombing. And so the mayor, I was representing the mayor and 10,000 people on the island, and the mayor asked me to do his civil disobedience. And I said, the attorneys are supposed to be officers of the court, so you're not really supposed to violate the law under most circumstances. But I said to him, how long will I go to, will they put me in jail? And he said, probably just a few hours. And then, when I did it, I ended up in jail for 30 days. And I was in with Eddie Olmos, Edward James Olmos.
Of course.
He came with me.
The actor.
He had a really interesting thing happen to him.
What did he do?
Jail. He was with me when we got arrested.
Oh my God, a month?
And then Dennis Rivera,
Jesus,
who was the head of the biggest labor in the United States, SEIU, and who had gotten me involved in this case, he also was in prison. But there were 140 men on our cell block. And most of them, about half of them were political prisoners. When I got there, about 60. And the rest of them were, murderers, gangsters, everything. But it was interesting. We had, for me, it was actually like a vacation because I didn't have a cell phone. And I didn't have to make any decisions. I could only use the phone for 10 minutes a day.
But it was prison?
And it was prison, and I played basketball every day.
I could never see prison as a vacation, I gotta tell you. You're a badass. You are. People should know that. That's like a big selling point when you're running for president. I mean, Trump in his way.
I'm counting that nobody is actually watching this program.
Oh, there are a lot of people going to
watch
this.
How many people do you think watch this thing?
Oh, we know how people, millions.
Come on.
No, podcasting.
You could lose me the election with this.
No, this will get 1 million views easily.
And is it your opinion that people who are watching this are more likely?
Not at the moment, but when we were, it's not live. There's a writer's strike. We couldn't possibly, no. No, people.
Anyway, I'll tell you something. You want me to tell you a story, a good story that?
Oh, I'm so glad you reminded me. Yes, tell me a story, and then I'll show you this.
Well, you want to show me that? I was going to tell you what happened.
No, I want to hear your story.
When we got arrested, we were on a boat, and we ran the blockade. We had fishermen on the boat who had masks on, they had baklavas on because they had all been arrested. And every time you get arrested, you get more time. And the numbers were painted out on the boat, and we were pursued by there was two boats. One of them were filled with people from the band Menudo. Remember Menudo?
Of course.
But they got turned back by the Coast Guard.
Menudo. Wow.
And the people who came to my trial, Jesse Jackson came to my trial, Nancy Pelosi did, Benicio del Toro, and he came to visit me in jail with his dad.
The trial was in San Juan?
Yeah.
Wow. Jesus Christ.